As Edan Alexander reunited with his family, draped in both Israel and American flags, something entirely different was playing out among the two nations. His release was secured by a concerted effort that involved the US, Qatar, Hamas, but Israel was not a part of it. There was no ceasefire announced during his release, but Hamas and Israel suspended all hostilities as Edan was handed over to the Red Cross before crossing over into Israel. His release was announced by President Trump as he embarked on a 3-nation tour to the Middle East that doesn't include Israel.
Very happy to announce that Edan Alexander, an American citizen who until recently most thought was no longer living, thought was dead, is going to be released.
As President Donald Trump embarked on a high-profile tour of the Gulf, visiting Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Qatar, Israel finds itself grappling with a growing sense of uncertainty about its place in US foreign policy. Despite long-standing ties, recent developments suggest a shift in Washington's priorities, leaving Israeli officials and analysts questioning the strength of the alliance. One of the most telling signs came when the US negotiated directly with Hamas to secure the release of Edan Alexander, a US-Israeli dual citizen held hostage in Gaza. Edan Alexander was kidnapped while he was on military duty at his post on October 7, 2023, and yet Israel was not a part of the discussions to secure his release. While Israel welcomed his release, the exclusion from the negotiation process raised eyebrows in the country, highlighting a potential rift in coordination. Adding to that unease, President Trump announced an abrupt halt to US airstrikes against Iranian-backed Houthi forces in Yemen, despite a recent missile attack near Israel's main airport. This decision was perceived by some Israeli officials as a sign that US support might be wavering, especially in matters directly impacting Israel's security. Now, further complicating the picture, reports indicate that the US has dropped its insistence on Saudi Arabia normalizing its relations with Israel as a condition for a broader defense and nuclear cooperation deal. Saudi Arabia is one of the 3 nations that Trump is visiting this week. This move undermines a key objective of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's foreign policy and suggests a recalibration of US interests in the region. While official channels of communication between the US and Israel remain open, the unpredictability of President Trump's decisions has introduced a level of volatility. Israeli officials describe a sense of chaos, with policies seemingly subject to sudden changes, making strategic planning challenging. Despite these concerns, some in Israel acknowledge that Trump's actions are not uniformly detrimental. His administration has previously made moves favorable to Israel, such as recognizing Jerusalem as its capital. But the current trajectory suggests a more transactional approach, with US interests taking precedence, even if it means sidelining traditional allies. As the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East continues to evolve, Israel faces the task of reassessing its diplomatic strategies. Edan Alexander is the last living American hostage in Hamas custody. He was released after 584 days in captivity. 20 other hostages are still in captivity in Gaza, and the bodies of about 40 others who died in captivity. Families of hostages have openly blamed Netanyahu for playing with the lives of their loved ones for his own political survival. They have accused Netanyahu of having no intentions of ending the war in Gaza so he can stay on in power. For more such stories, subscribe to SNG News. Hit the like button and follow for more such updates.